It's a more complicated build than I expected. Hey guys, welcome back to Rebrickable Builds, and today I'm continuing on my kind of Lego Wild West layout. And here is the table. As you can see, nothing has really changed since the last video, but that's because I wanted to capture pretty much everything on camera as much as possible, so you guys get to see the journey as well. So here's just the really long train, and of course the Toy Story train, which I haven't opened yet. And now that I've seen the train that I've already got, which is pretty long and probably too long for the amount of track that I'm going to have here, I don't know. I mean, maybe I should have two trains, or yeah, I don't know, because I want to use these carriages here because they'd be really useful. But yeah, this is a pretty long train already, so I'll have to make some choices about that. But I'm going to build some structures today, and I think what better way to kick this off than with some actual Wild West themed sets. So I've dug out one. Here is the Lone Ranger, Colby City Showdown. This kind of bank and little sheriff's office. Very nice. That's a good start. And then the other one is in this box, which is the Silver Mine Shootout. Now, when I bought it, it was all brand new and unopened, apart from the first bag. I think that was the first bag was opened. Obviously, they didn't have the box anymore, but they did have the instructions. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty fine. You know, I wanted to experience this as new as I can. And same for this set. When I got this one, everything apart from the first bag was sealed. So at least it does have the box this time. But yeah, it's like, do people open the first bag and decide, actually, this isn't for me, and then they sell it? I don't know, that's kind of pretty weird, but yeah, so these are basically brand new. But yeah, I don't know which one to start with. I think we'll go for the Silver Mine Shootout, because that's kind of the one that I've pictured starting this whole thing off. Like, I know this one's, structures, that would make sense, but I think I'm going to go with the Silver Mine. And as you can see, it's all inside there. All the bags are in there, so that's pretty good and ready to go. And, as I talked about in the last video, I've been mapping out how I want things to look on this table with the layout, which isn't something I've usually done before. But when I did map it out, I imported sets from these, and I added this one, the Silver Mine Shootout, and I was like, yeah, that's what's going to kick it all off and kind of really frame this thing. So I think that's what I'm going to build first. So here's all the bags, and we've got 2 instruction booklets and just one small sticker sheet, which doesn't have too much on it. So if you're not a fan of stickers, then not really vital. But yeah, here we go. A few bags are going to be interesting, and of course large rock pieces and all those other large bits, the slide, some track. Yeah, let's go. And I'm currently watching Fast and Furious 9 because I'm going to see the 10th film tomorrow. So whoop whoop. Let's go! I think I'm only like 20 minutes in, and yeah, it's already like so far-fetched, and they're like the Avengers now, so nothing can stop you when you got family. But what about bad cowboys, Dom? Can you face off against them? Huh? Yeah? Huh? Although that does remind me, I do have the Fast and Furious Speed Champions card with Dom, so maybe I should build that and put him in the Wild West layout, facing off against some cowboys. So I'm currently on bag number 4, about halfway through it, on step number 61, and so far the building experience has been interesting. Lots of small parts, there it is kind of so far, and then there are some things that you made in bag 1 which I'm only just using now in bag 4, so I don't really understand some of those steps. Yeah, so that's pretty strange, but it's going pretty well. Lots of details, and it's a more complicated build than I expected, but that's fine. And there are a few play features in there as well, but I'll show those off later on. And as I said earlier, I'm currently watching Fast and Furious 9, so yeah, I'm currently at the part where they're in space. Yeah, what happened to this franchise? So I've just finished the first instruction booklet, and I thought, okay, yeah, that's fine. I finished bag 4 as well, but no, because I've got all these leftover pieces, and I definitely did not miss that many steps. It just cuts out halfway through. I mean, it tells you to go to the next instruction booklet, but I would have thought they'd finish a bag before moving on to the book. I don't know, like that just seems awkward to me. I wanted to finish nicely, finish the bag and finish the instruction booklet and call it a day, and then finish the rest of the build tomorrow. But it's coming along, but yeah, now I have to start the next book, and it's just really awkward. Ugh. Well, I've finally finished bag number 4, and it only took a few extra pages of the instruction booklet, so they really could have put those in the last booklet, and then started afresh with bag 5 over here, but I've said that already. Yeah, and the very last step of bag 4 is a piece that you actually make in bag number 1, because that makes sense. And speaking of things that totally make sense, this film. It's crazy how they just went to space and survived, and all these big explosions and stuff, and remember when it used to be about street racing? Yeah, Good times. So it's the next morning now, and it's time for me to continue building the Silver Mine Shootout. And there we go, I've just finished bag 6, and I've got to the end of instruction booklet number 2, and the Silver Mine Shootout is finished, and there are all the minifigures as well. And I noticed that this minifigure, his gun here, this rifle, is in old dark grey, not new light bluish grey. So, and this was in the bag that the seller had said was already open, so I don't know if they swapped it out or in fact this did come with this old grey. I mean, I don't think it did, but yeah, nothing terrible. It was just an interesting thing I noticed. But yeah, this was a weird build. You know, there were so many, especially when I got to the final stages, there were things like, oh, remember this thing you did in bag number 1? Yeah, it's now time to use it. But I'm going to share the rest of my thoughts of this set in a separate review video coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this little build vlog, and I'll see you all in the next video real soon. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with a friend as well. But don't worry, this channel isn't all about the Wild West. That's because there'll be videos for LEGO hauls, LEGO news, and plenty more. So subscribe for that as well.